I wanted to make a quick video to talk about something that I think people struggle with and something that I've kind of overcome myself, and I think I can help you by just giving you a visualization, and that is target panic. And let me go through some things. I used to shoot in an archery league, a winter league, and I don't know if you guys have ever done that or not, but you'll have like 5 guys up on the line and another 5 guys sitting watching those guys, and then as soon as they're done shooting, then you go up and shoot. So I kind of had this little habit of watching guys shoot. I'd watch their trigger finger, and they would get their release back here, and as soon as they were on target, you'd watch their finger just yank back on that release, like they could not stand watching that pin or that dot be on the target any longer. And the good shooters, you never saw their trigger finger move, but the bad ones really had a bad habit of just slapping that trigger. I used to have that problem when I was a kid, when I shot fingers, when I was like 12 years old, before releases were really a thing. I would get on target and I just couldn't help it. As soon as it was on, I'd let it go. And there was nobody to help me out with that. I really struggled with it. And I think I have a little bit of a visualization to help you guys out, because if it's a big deal in archery, it's probably twice as big in firearm shooting, because you have the recoil factor kind of built in there. And I think recoil sensitivity and target panic are kind of in the same family, but they're not the same thing. When I was a kid, maybe 10 years old, I was pretty tall for my age. And so I was tall enough to ride the big roller coasters, like at Kings Island specifically. We went, and my first big roller coaster was the Beast. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that or rode it, but it's a wooden roller coaster. It's pretty scary, especially when you're young. And I remember the cart would come around and it would just start up that hill, and you would hear a click, 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 click. Now that was the chain, and the chain sound is completely unnecessary, but it's part of the whole deal with scaring you. At least that's what I think. So I remember being at Kings Island with my dad, and if this was the Beast, we got to about right here, and he said, "Look, you can see the whole park from here." And I was too terrified to look out at the park. All I could see was this whole way that we had left to go. We weren't even halfway up yet, and it was super scary. This track is skinny. It looks like the whole thing's just going to tip over. And then you get higher and higher. You get more and more tense, more and more tense. You finally get to the top, and it looks something like that. And I think in the shooting world, this is when we just can't take it anymore. We just got on target. We have to let that trigger go. We have to try to get ourselves some sort of release. And the problem is, we have this whole follow through that we haven't thought about. So maybe a better way of doing that, or a better visual, is when you're on target, squeeze through that shot and don't quit on it. Stay in it, even though you heard the noise, there's the recoil, the gun goes up in the air and all that. Stay with it for another couple of seconds, or at least a second or two, as that car is going down the other side. So it's just something to try next time you're out on the range. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I have a lot more videos coming up. I will see you on the next one.